for the real life James Bond, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, man, J Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy for you end up like VZ. But make sure y'all follow my Instagram and Twitch, man. In the description down below. Everything you know about your boy Jay is in the description down below. You know what I'm saying? I said take it easy for you look like VZ. Matter of fact, I gotta say it. Did you miss me? You know what I'm saying? YouTube. Did you miss me? Twitch, hold on. Did you miss me? But nah, though, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my gaming channel for real. Trying to get to 500 subscribers before mid-July. I know y'all can do that for me. If you really mess with the kid, though, do you mess with the kid? All right, bro, just go and subscribe for me. But we got the hunt for the real life James Bond. You know what I mean? Bun in the bun, bun, bun in the bun, bun, bun. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, y'all ain't gonna talk too much in the intro. I know y'all hate that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I really don't care. Y'all know I'll talk your ears off for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna do that to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just slither into the video, all right? You know what I'm saying? Should I talk? Should I do it? I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it.
Operation Fortitude, a plan.
Matter of fact, I gotta talk to him. Check it out, bro.
Deceptive.
Chill, gang, chill.
Of World War II. But few know the mastermind behind it all. He was a Serbian lawyer, a charming businessman, and arguably the most successful.
The real life James Bond.
They called him Tricycle. He walked a tightrope between.
Hold on, what they call you? They call you what? What they call you, boy?
He was a Serbian lawyer, a charming businessman.
Y'all see what I'm saying? Look at this nigga. That's what I be talking about, bro. Like I'm telling y'all, bro. That's what I be saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look at this nigga. This nigga does not look like a criminal, bro. That's what I be saying. They some slick, bro. They some slick mother effers, bro. Telling you, bro, you walk past one of these white people, bro, you would not think they got here committing no crime. Look how he dressed, bro. Telling you, bro. Crazy.
And arguably the most successful spy of the 20th century. They called him Tricycle. He walked a tightrope between two worlds, betraying the Nazis while secretly working for British intelligence. He played both sides, feeding them lies and truths, risking his life every single day. The man who fooled Hitler and may have saved the world. But how did he do it? And what secrets did he take to his grave? This is the story of Duško Popov, the real life James Bond.
Okay, I'm gonna just answer this question. Y'all see, I told y'all I'm a Twitch streamer, so I gotta answer questions. So bro said, Jay, why not join the army? Because I feel like one thing, I just don't want to sign my life over to no government. You know what I mean? I told y'all, bro, and whether you agree with me or not, you know what I'm saying? Even a Navy SEAL, bro, can back up what I was saying, bro. I want you to look up Navy SEAL that murdered Bin Laden. He even tell y'all, bro, you know what I mean? Like, he don't even know half of the people he killed, bro. I just feel like, bro, you know, a lot of military people don't know that they're real murderers. Like, that's how I feel. I feel like, bro, Russia, Ukraine, the United States, I feel like all of them, bro, are murderers. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? All of them are going off of order. Like for Russia and Ukraine. Them folks don't know who the freak they killing for real. They just going off of order, bro. I feel like, bro, we stopped fighting for freedom a long time ago. You know the last time a country invaded, bro, freaking the United States of America was Pearl Harbor. You know what I'm saying? Was it Pearl Harbor? It was Hawaii, bro. That's all I know. It was in Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? That's the last time. I forgot who invaded the United States, bro. But that was freaking like, bro, that was so long ago. Nobody invades the United States. You talking about freedom, like, bro, like, this junk way past freedom, bro. That's why I say people they stopped fighting for freedom a long time ago, bro. A long time ago. I'm telling you, bro, all these people is doing is using the military, bro, for their dirty work, bro. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, I'm telling you, bro.
Duško Popov was
it's more than freedom, bro. I'm not saying, bro, you know, people don't want to take away our freedom. I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? But it's bigger than that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's way bigger than that. And then, like I said, you really don't know what you going over there for. All you getting told is an order. Really. If you a Marine, a Navy SEAL, you don't know what the freak going on. You know, all you getting told is an order, and you getting told, bro, to shoot on sight. You getting told those are the bad guys. You really don't know who the freak you killing, bro. 95% of the people that the Marines killed, they don't know who the freak these people are. You know what I'm saying? How you think people gonna react, bro, if you come in their country with guns? How you think they gonna react, bro? You don't think they gonna start shooting back? Niggas, madman's coming in their country with guns. How you think a nigga gonna react, bro? You don't think a nigga gonna pick up a gun, nigga?
Yugoslav father and a German.
You gotta think both ways, bro, with this young, you know what I'm saying?
Details about his early life.
You know what I'm saying? Cause how you know they don't think we the bad guy? You know what I'm saying? How you know they don't think US the bad guy? You know what I'm saying? Work both ways. So you gotta think from their perspective, and you gotta think from ours as well. You know what I'm saying?
What's scarce and available public sources.
The US be invaded. It's proven facts. They be invading other countries. It's proven facts.
His cosmopolitan lifestyle in multiple languages, including German, made him a natural networker. It was this network and his sophisticated demeanor that caught the attention of the Abwehr, German military intelligence, who recruited him in 1940. Initially, his tasks involved gathering information on Allied activities, primarily from Portugal, a neutral country at the time. This allowed him to travel freely and interact with various intelligence networks. His charm and sophisticated demeanor helped him gain the trust of German officials. His mission from the Abwehr was to bring back a laundry list of data about...
Nigga, you got braids? Nigga, I know this nigga ain't got braids.
German officials. His mission from the Abwehr was to bring back
a laundry list of data
about American military defenses and industrial...
Mother effer.
However, with time, Popov's personal beliefs grew further from Nazism.
Nigga,
He had despised Hitler even before the Germans invaded Yugoslavia. Just a couple of years after joining the Germans, he decided to take the riskiest decision to make at that time, which is to play for the opposition team, the MI6. Popov offered his services as a double agent. This pivotal decision transformed him from a seemingly willing collaborator into a key player in the Allied war effort, using his access to German intelligence to feed misinformation and gather crucial intel for the Allies. His first mission from the British was to tip off the Americans about Japan's sinister interest in Pearl Harbor.
See what I'm saying? That's what I just said, y'all. You feel me? I know what I be talking about, bro. That's the last time, bro, that a country, you know what I'm saying, a country invaded the United States was Pearl Harbor, bro. You know what I'm saying? That was the last time, bro. You know what I mean? Nobody ain't messing with the United States, bro. Ain't nobody invading this mother effer. You know what I mean? That's real talk. Niggas know when it comes to the United States, they know not to play with these niggas. They know that this government wants war. I'm telling y'all, the two things that America make their money off of is what? It's what? If you smart, what is it, man? You know what I'm saying? If you smart, what are the two things that America make their money off of? You probably don't know. It's war and crime. You know what I'm saying? Why you think they sending billions of dollars to Ukraine and whatnot, bro? You know what I mean? That's where your tax money going. Your tax money going to war. Your tax money not going to the roads and libraries. No. Your tax money is going to war. You know what I'm saying? Straight up war and crime, bro. Cynthia's smart. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to stop committing crime, bro. You think they want you to stop committing crime? They want you to go out here and kill niggas. They build more jails than schools, bro. That's why I say, bro, you gotta be smart and gotta finesse the finesser, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say everybody that's in the streets, bro, you're a pawn in this game, bro. They set it up like this for a reason. They set it up, bro, but you choosing to play the game. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Every inmate in that jail, bro, they make money off of. Every inmate. The warden, that's the big dog. Every inmate in that jail, they make money off of it. Even if you die, even when you die, right? They still making money off of you, bro. You know how much money they making with the crime, bro? You know how much money they making with jails, bro? Y'all better, bro.
This is when things...
That nigga said oil. Nigga, war and crime, nigga. Two biggest things, war and crime.
Start to get serious. Making these videos is extremely time-consuming. That's why we use many tools to speed up the process.
All right, nigga, I want to see some other ones. I want to see the real-life James Bond. Here we go with this freaking... sponsors. See, Pearl Harbor. Here we go, Pearl Harbor.
On March 18th, 1941, an accident took place in the crowded streets of New York's Times Square. Normally, an accident like this would not make news. After all, such things happen frequently. But this incident was different. The victim, while lying on the ground, was then run over by a second vehicle that sped away.
What?
The man died the next day in a New York hospital. In his possession was a Spanish passport under the name Don Julio Lopez Lido. New York police officers traced the man to the Taft Hotel in New York City. Upon searching his room, they were shocked to find secret documents including a report on the defenses of the U.S. Army base at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, and nearby Hickam Field. This information was turned over to the FBI, and after a thorough investigation, Don Julio Lopez Lido was identified as Hans Ulrich von Oertzen, a top member of Germany's military intelligence service, the Abwehr, who had been sent to the United States to set up a spy ring. Unknown to the FBI,
this nigga trying to spy.
Von Oertzen would lead to another spy case involving Great Britain, the United States, and Germany. It would also involve two of the most influential spy masters in the United States, William Donovan, who would later become director of the Office of Strategic Services, the forerunner of CIA, and J. Edgar Hoover, director of the FBI. At the center of this international spy game was Dushko Popov. With the death of their spy in New York, the Abwehr decided that Popov should be sent to the United States to fill the vacancy. Popov left for the United States in early August 1941. He carried with him $58,000 provided by the Abwehr to set up his New York espionage network. That decision by the leadership of the Abwehr was a boon for Popov and an intelligence disaster for the Germans.
Some interesting-ish, is it, man?
He had to make a small side trip to the posh casinos in Estoril. As the dashing Popov gambled at the roulette tables and made a killing using his Nazi-provided funds, a man stood only a few feet from him, watching his every move. That man was Commander Ian Fleming of the British Naval Intelligence Service, who had been dispatched to watch Popov's every move. When Fleming created his famous fictional spy, James Bond, it is widely believed that he used Popov as his basis for the character in his book Casino Royale. After his stop at the casino, Popov took a cab to the posh Waldorf Astoria Hotel, overlooking Park Avenue in New York City. Just before he left for the United States, 29-year-old Popov had been given a vital new piece of spy paraphernalia by the Abwehr. It was a list of questions written on a microdot that would allow pages of information to be reduced to the size of a pinhead. The microdot was affixed to a telegram, which Popov kept on his person at all times. Popov contacted the FBI and asked that someone come to meet with him. To his disappointment, he had to wait 5 long days until the Bureau responded. He was finally met by Agent James Foxworth, who was the FBI's bureau chief in New York. Popov handed over the microdot. As Agent Foxworth began to read its contents, he knew he had something extremely important. The paper contained a list of questions that the Germans wanted answered for their allies, the Japanese. Among the queries were information on American defenses at the giant naval base at Pearl Harbor, including the exact locations of the air bases at Hickam, Wheeler, and Kaneohe airfields, sketches of military bases, the depths of the water inside the harbor, and the number and locations of any anti-torpedo nets. If FBI personnel had been paying any attention, they would have noticed that the material carried by Popov was the same as that found in the room of German agent Hans Ulrich von Oertzen only 5 months before. Foxworth gave Popov's questionnaire to Hoover, who did not trust Popov, believing that he was still working for the Germans.
Yeah, we don't trust that nigga, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. We don't trust this nigga, man. Nah, I mean, you can't trust nobody but Americans, nigga. We could dang near trust Americans. You know what I'm saying? But, man, yeah, man, I'd rather trust Americans than any other, you know what I'm saying, person from any other country. You know, we don't beef for Germans, right? Yeah, hold on. Did Adolf Hitler, did he have a problem with us? I don't think Hitler had a problem with us, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. Did Hitler have a problem with the United States, bro?
Strike against Popov was his playboy lifestyle. He was a flagrant womanizer who had engaged in numerous affairs, including one with actress Simone Simon and her mother. Some said that the nickname...
Hold on. You did it with a mother? God, this boy's a womanizer, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do you realize who the freak you are? You know what I mean? Do not lose sight to who you are, my brother. You know what I'm saying? He talking about he went with her and her mother,
including one with actress Simone Simon and her mother. Some said that the nickname Tricycle was inspired by his passion for the company of 2 women at a time, if you know what I mean. Popov's every move was watched closely by the FBI. The Abwehr was also beginning to have second thoughts about its prize agent.
Y'all remember what I was saying? Y'all remember what I was saying, bro? Like you like, y'all remember what I was saying though? You know what I'm saying? Like you be like, people be watching you. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know it. Look how they doing Popov right now. You know what I'm saying? Whole time, bro, just chillaxing with his little whoop-de-whoop, having a few drinks at the bar. You know what I'm saying? And you got the FBI just outside watching, and you don't even know you're being watched. I be trying to tell y'all, bro. Telling you, bro, you don't even know you're being hawked. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You don't even know you're being hawked. You feel me? That's why I say, man, every time man, you go outside that door, man, you better be looking, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I told y'all, my brain messed up. Sometimes I'll be outside thinking I'm finna get sniped. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, bro. Nigga, brain messed up, bro. I've been betrayed. Once you be betrayed, see, y'all don't understand, man. Once you've been betrayed, bro, your mind change. You know what I'm saying? You be betrayed one time. People understand what I mean, bro. See, people that haven't been betrayed, bro, you don't get what I'm saying. But, bro, you being betrayed, that changes you. You know, it makes you so paranoid. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about paranoid, gang. You feel me? Don't trust a single soul, bro. That messed a nigga up in the mind, bro. Straight up. Don't trust nobody. Straight up, bro. Public bombings, bro. I be thinking that way, bro. No cap. No lie, bro. I be thinking that way, bro. That's why I be trying to rush out of places, bro. Like, nigga be thinking he be being, I'm telling you, bro, when I step outside these doors, bro, that's why I don't understand how people, I be looking at people, bro. I never look at my phone when I go outside. I never look at my phone. I look at my phone when I'm inside the crib. I do not understand how people is so unaware of their surroundings. That is my biggest pet peeve. More than anything is somebody who is unaware of their surroundings. That pisses me off. Just looking at somebody just looking down at their phone. Not even, I'm talking about I can come behind and slice your neck. You know what I'm saying? I can come behind just like that. You feel me? You won't have a clue in the freaking world. People so unaware, man.
Suspicious that he might have.
That's my biggest pet peeve, bro.
But each time,
that's one thing my girl ain't got to worry about me when she with me, bro. My girl can. Told you that's one thing my ex-girl loved about me, bro. You know what I'm saying? That I was just like a security guard. She was just so freaking clueless with me, bro. She used to be just clueless. You know what I'm saying? I used to be dragging her. It's like a little kid I used to be dragging along with me, bro. It's just so she didn't have a care in the world when she was with me, bro, because she already knew I was on it. She already knew I was on everything.
Germans start questioning his loyalty. He would send false intel to quiet them down. He would soon become a pawn in the looming intelligence battle between FBI Director Hoover and his nemesis.
You say you from the UK? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I mess with y'all music, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. What's that man name? I just finished Top Boy. I ain't gonna lie. I mess with the UK, though. I ain't gonna lie. UK got some rappers, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. UK, bro, what y'all need to watch? Y'all need to watch Top Boy. I try to tell people all the time, I say, bro, watch Top Boy. Tell my boy Keon, I said, watch Top Boy. Nigga, when I mean, nigga, them UK niggas, bro, you think the UK sweet. UK niggas splacking. Swear my mom. Bro, I swear I was like, bro, these niggas ain't playing in the UK. UK hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all niggas better get on the UK, but the UK is hard. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, if y'all niggas ain't watch Top Boy, bro, on Netflix, bro, then, bro, watch Top Boy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. No cap.
Donovan. Hoover distrusted the British and their
Sully and Deshane
with Donovan, and the fact
you said you say they some stab demons? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Not in that mother effer. Not in Top Boy. They ain't stabbing nobody in Top Boy. Best believe that they shooting niggas.
Hoover distrusted the British and their secret relationship with
them, in the UK.
And the fact that they were loaning Popov to the United States rankled him greatly. When Hoover received Popov's Pearl Harbor questionnaire, he did a curious thing. Instead of handing it over to Bill Donovan or the president, Hoover doctored the questions, gave nothing to Donovan, and took out the Pearl Harbor queries when he finally sent the questionnaire to the White House.
White House.
In late November 1941, under the watchful eye of the FBI, Popov received orders from the Abwehr, sending him to Rio de Janeiro. December 7th, 1941, Japanese warplanes screamed from the sky, unleashing a fiery hell upon Pearl Harbor. Within minutes, battleships became burning tombs. Thousands of American lives were lost in a surprise attack that plunged the nation into war. All of this could have been avoided if Hoover had taken Popov's intel seriously. But the story is far from over, as Popov ultimately managed to change the course of history.
Niggas bombing and all that, bro. You said, what's the movie called? It's called Pearl Harbor. It's called Top Boy, bro. You said you said it's illegal? I'm sorry, chat. We know we talking about, I'm in tune with this video too, but I'll be trying to interact with the chat. Bro, and bro, in Top Boy, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the movie is a series, like bro said. You know what I'm saying? But Top Boy, bro, you got Sully, you got Deshane, you got Jamie, you got them niggas. Them niggas Top Boy, so they got like nigga connections. So it's like them niggas got certain niggas that can give guns to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's illegal in the UK for sure, but them niggas, they Sully and Deshane and them niggas up there. Ain't no regular do boys, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas top boys. So they get certain access that other people don't.
States 1 week after the Pearl Harbor attack. He was furious with the way he had been treated by the FBI and wondered why the Americans had not taken his warning seriously.
Nigga, cause you German, nigga. What you mean we ain't take your serious? We paranoid over here. What you mean we ain't take your, nigga, you German, you not one of us, gang.
Treated by the FBI and wondered why the Americans had not taken his warning seriously. To cut any further losses concerning Popov, the British decided he should be returned to London as soon as possible. But that would be difficult to accomplish without blowing his cover with the Germans and possibly getting him killed. Popov left New York and arrived in Lisbon, Portugal. He went to meet Ludovico von Karstoff, his Abwehr controller. Popov truly believed he got burned and he was going to get into a room and never make it out. But oddly, things went normal. Popov took a big chance and berated von Karstoff for not providing him with enough funds to set up his espionage network in America. I'm pretty sure this was the most effective form of gaslighting ever. Karstoff told Popov to lay low until further instructions, and in 1943, he returned to Britain. Things were about to get serious.
Bro, do this nigga even look like he can be trusted? Bro, you don't even look like you be trusted, bro. What the freak do you mean, gang? You know what I'm saying? Why we ain't trust? Nigga, look at your face. Look at your face, nigga. Nigga. You don't even have a trustworthy face, my nigga. Who the freak would trust a nigga with that face? Come on, bro. Be serious. You know what I'm saying? You think I'm finna trust a nigga with that face? Doesn't make it this nigga out my face? I'm saying I'm not taking nothing you say serious. I'm laughing at you, bro. I'm laughing at you. And look at you, bro. You look like real life Scream. I'm finna trust you, bro.
Faced with the 2 million German soldiers present in France, the Allies knew they would quickly be outnumbered. The Battle of Normandy was doomed to fail, unless somehow the German command thought that there would be another invasion in another place, maybe in the Pas-de-Calais, closer to the English coast and conducive to an attack that would directly reach Germany. Even though the Normandy landings were the only ones planned by the Allies, it was necessary to persuade the Wehrmacht that the attack on June 6th was a diversion hiding a second landing. This is when a risky deception operation had to be made, and this was when Popov's skills came into play. Popov was well aware that this operation was almost impossible to pull off on his own. He needed help, other double agents. Among them was Eddie Chapman, a former safecracker, and Elvira Chaudoir, daughter of a French diplomat. The whole operation needed to be executed in 2 stages. Popov and company used detectable fake radio conversations to make it appear that Norway was on the Allies' radar. As Popov anticipated, the Germans swallowed the bait. It was then time for the second and most difficult phase of the plan, Fortitude South. Popov and his crew suggested that the Allies needed to create a fake army, something that was never tried before. This fake army would be called First United States Army Group, which clearly didn't exist. They used inflatable tanks, dummy aircraft, and fake radio transmissions to make it seem like a large force was preparing for an invasion. This made the Allies' troops appear to be larger.
Dang, this nigga smart, bro. Golly, boy. I'm telling y'all, but the brains of some people, boy.
Was preparing for an invasion. This made
this nigga real life James Bond for real.
The Allies' troops appeared to be larger than they actually were.
Think of this.
Crucial step for the next part of the plan, like this, bro. Misinformation. Popov and his crew of double agents kept feeding the Germans false information about the Allies' intention to invade Pas-de-Calais rather than Normandy. Karstoff doubted the integrity of the information, but those who received it in Berlin did not. The date is June 6, 1944, also known as D-Day. Following the fake army operation and the misinformation regarding the Allies' intentions to attack Pas-de-Calais, the Germans moved a large sum of their fleets to the supposed location. The plan worked perfectly. The same day, the Allies made the infamous Normandy landings. This monumental event marked the beginning of the Allied invasion of Normandy during World War II. The massive amphibious assault on the beaches of Normandy resulted in thousands of Nazi casualties, an operation that paved the way for the liberation of Western Europe from Nazi occupation. After the smoke cleared from World War II, Popov traded the shadows of espionage for the world of business, embracing British citizenship.
Ooh, they finna kill you when they find you, boy. You better go in the bunker, nigga. You better go in the freaking bunker.
Popov traded the shadows of espionage
for
the world of business, embracing British citizenship in a new chapter. The man who knew too much and whose warnings were ignored left behind a legacy of both heroism and haunting what-ifs. Subscribe and we'll see you on the next one.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, this don't just piss me the freak off. Did the nigga get killed? Did the nigga get died or what, bro? What the freak are we doing here? I ain't gonna lie, bro, it's just pissing me the freak off. I hate when I'm into a video, bro, and it ends like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro, you just pissed me the freak off. You know what I mean? Did bro die? Like, what's the end of his story, my nigga? Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, bro. That just pissed me the freak off. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. He died, bro. Bro, of course he probably died from old age, bro. But, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, bro. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie. Don't piss me off like that again, gang. You know what I'm saying? I'm like that, bro. Don't do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, bro. You know what the freak is wrong with this nigga, man? Nigga stupid or something, bro? You know what I'm saying? Why you in a video like that, bro? I need to know more, bro. What the freak? You know what I'm saying? Good video, though.